Super Sun. Oh, I forgot to change the flow.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
One person and one call.
He's heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Oh, it's Miles.
Run it here with Brown. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Miles.
I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just gonna call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big time game. I call that play a success. His inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every
just watching them play.
Angle and shut the play down.
So
I forgot what number Damian Jackson was. I didn't even look at that. 14.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's
There you go, though. There you go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55.
Why you say you should have said good job.
From an offense's perspective, that sure
It was the what's it called? What I call the random people that come out of nowhere.
from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile
This is what I'm talking about, but you don't gotta watch the replay. You can press X and skip all that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 40 on 1st down. He'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So many times we've run and praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys,
What number George is.
they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run.
I'm keeping my eyes on 2 people and 2 people only.
Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That was Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. Now it's momentum lost. And now it could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Hey, dude, that's really how we do.
Not the QB running
That's
it.
really how we do beating, bro.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st
Y'all 3 and 2.
Yeah. But how you say, it's on my floor.
Yeah. Is yours 32?
A great effort there.
Yeah, mine's 3 and 2.
Season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, these
That's
guys
Raymond.
have won 3
That's
straight
not-
ball
is that
games,
Raymond?
and another good
That's
start to this one after the
George.
6-0 lead.
32 is Brown.
With so many different
That's George.
guys,
Hey,
Just
George.
that to
George, come on, touch that.
talk about
Okay,
winning
George.
streaks and the mood of a team.
Get on the
How
team and don't know
much
how to
easier it is actually
act.
prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's
I might
feeling
lose to the
good,
Rams,
and
but
we're
this
seeing
is
it early in
bullshit.
this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra
that shit hit
point.
the post.
And it's
I
now
heard a little
7-0 game.
sound
Here's Tucker
like he
now
hit
out to
some.
kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35.
Thor Brown.
And now out come the Patriots. They punted last time.
Dang, Philadelphia is 1 and 5.
Make sure they don't do that again.
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. win
So
first down.
you and
Make
mom
5,
pay for
6,
y'all
7
too?
yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and
I
manageable.
didn't.
Keep accumulating first
Nah, I
downs
just never
that
knew
way,
like
keep moving the
how
football.
y'all
Don't
pay
want to
for
get behind the
that.
sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Oh, it's like that. Oh, okay. What the defense at, dog?
Can see this quite a bit on running plays when the guy's out wide. A lot of
That's
times it
another
doesn't
ring.
get caught.
I saw that. You lucky it was a holding call.
From the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected, but I know this will surprise you.
Then they got a black Tom Brady. That's tough.
Don't ever say his name like that, Chris. He is not like Tom Brady. You saw what he just did?
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so
I
far
want you
in
to
this
take that
first
back
quarter.
right now.
Often talk about how offenses get locked down and it
work
runs
for
over
money.
multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way. And
God.
I've seen an example of it.
Okay, defense.
Nothing doing.
Okay,
He's immediately taken down
defense.
at the line of scrimmage.
First possession scared me a little bit, but y'all picking up. Look at y'all.
He's a great example of what we talked about with his coach
Because
prior to
out.
the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play.
Who has the best record
and
right
to
now?
make the stop before it turns into something big.
What you say?
Third and long.
Let's see what's the best record.
And it's going to be too
Hey,
high.
I just met you. I don't know if it might pop up, it might
The
not.
punter might
Yeah, I
start
think it's
to
the
get into a
Packers,
pretty
'cause
good
they're
rhythm here if
5-1.
he keeps getting opportunities.
Probably
But
then.
that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter.
Yeah, he was
Pretty
not
good
no black.
because he's
Oh,
out
that's
there
Jimmy
all the
Winston.
time.
Nah, that definitely ain't no black Tom Brady.
0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this
This a
thing.
black Tom Brady? That's me. No. Jameis Winston, the Bucks let him go, and he went to the Patriots. So I didn't know who that was. I just saw a black number, whatever. So like, oh,
17
black Tom
rushes.
Brady.
Let's see. George got 2
And then this
touchdowns.
nigga missing every touchdown.
Oh, so
How
then
would you have this type of a game each and every week? You'd sign up for it.
Oh.
Try and get too greedy. But let's face it.
Oh.
looking up for 32 and 14. Those are my 2 numbers.
George worked for 102 yards
That's-
last game.
And exceeded in this
Oh
game.
yeah.
They're going to get this beyond
Can't
the
stop
30
me, though.
before he's
Yes,
taken
sir.
down. A good pickup there,
I'm guessing you got the
22.
ball.
I think it all came together there. In breaking route, drove it with excellent
I'm getting
pace.
touchdowns. I'm getting there. Getting there.
Move the sticks.
Now Foreman.
See, yeah, you're not like Raymond. Raymond, you taking it over the top.
There, takes him to the
Once he
45.
catch it, it's a foot race.
What's the old expression? 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go
But you see
up.
what I mean? Like, y'all got like 3 different running backs running every time. You see that, though?
On second down, here's Jackson, and that is incomplete.
Come on, man.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as
I actually
many
want to see
times
this.
as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one was incomplete.
What the fuck, my quarterback?
Complete as well. And now the third down.
Nothing, bro.
Complete
Nothing.
as well. So possession 1 into
I like
6,
Lamar
possession
Jackson.
2, likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They're just going to get back to what they worked on in the opening.
God.
They continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England
Dang,
offense to see
Christy.
what they can do
She
this
like
time.
every picture of
They've had it
Noah.
twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they have to
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
seriously going over things on the sidelines. What we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders look a little off kilter there right through that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you,
Rather throw the corniest thing ever.
because you're excited about hitting him in the first
Thor
half.
Brown,
Maybe
Damian
not so much
Jackson,
in the second
TD,
half, and
they
some
stand for
shorter gains turn into better
touchdown.
runs later.
Oh my God.
From the gun on third down. that is incomplete.
Was the ball spot on? How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4.
Dang, the Saints are 0-5.
It's a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or
another touchdown
on the
right
ground.
here.
Now it'll be interesting to see what the patience is on both sides. Each head coach,
you know what I'm
can you
saying?
hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in
Come on,
some
George.
Mikey Williams dunking on
He's
people.
taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that
You
was
don't hit my line no more.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Okay, George. Okay, George.
Inside the 40, and finally taken down at the 34.
Oh, wait. George, did you just injure a nigga?
Solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground.
Hold up. Also, injury report.
It's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A carry for Foreman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a 1st down.
Oh, God.
Here's Foreman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Why you look so confused running the ball?
Bringing up 2nd down.
Tell me you swear to God.
Report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. And now Jackson will look to throw it, and this is incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already.
How the hell we win so many games? Y'all confusing me.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jackson from the shotgun. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game.
Yeah.
It's important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one.
Bro, please be a fake, bro. Please be a fake.
You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with what I said that. I have no idea.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 20 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready? Blue ready.
To throw, Winston. Connecting here with DJ Sharp. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you have there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Brown on the carry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 10-zip our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
second down throw for Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
God dang, Chris. Jeremy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another
Chris
first
team
and 10.
losing 28-9.
Dang.
It's only the second
First down carry here for Johnson.
Yo.
Pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
They're getting clapped by the Rams.
And now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage
He
on
lost
the
that
defense.
one.
So after a while, I'm not too sure how
Dang,
many
he
guys
lost
going to
that
run
one.
up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity mapped.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Hicks with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6
Yo.
sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves. Not
Jamie, what are
only
you
being able to
watching?
complete some passes, but some deep passes.
I was watching
And it's pretty to
American
watch.
Dad.
I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
What?
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now let's look at David Johnson. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
That's cool.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go now.
They'll run. This is Brown. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
How does that work, 2K?
He
Please
tried a
explain.
quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping,
You wearing 2K, bro?
defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Green 30.
To throw on
That's
second
right
down.
there.
Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
God
Taken
damn.
across the 50 and into New England territory. There to
Ah.
stop him, Juwan Bentley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up.
Oh, Joe, you got your own
This big defensive
play
lineman will
for this
take the bait
franchise?
and move laterally and open up
Yeah,
a
go
crease
ahead,
that
put
they
me on the
can run
front
through.
side.
Didn't happen on that play.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll
We're gonna
leave
talk
him
to
with
Chris
a
about
3rd and
that.
7.
Chris is
Why aggressive
almighty
defense
ruler
coordinators love
of
the
the
blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
but what position?
Oh,
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Yeah.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things,
That's-
feeling the pressure,
Okay,
then stepping
come
up
on.
right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Ah, okay.
Dean said he getting 2K20. That's gonna be a
Yeah, I'm
cheap.
about to do that.
This quarterback now.
After seeing how Dean
9 of
played in
16 through the air as he's got it
2K17,
1st and 10.
for sure I need Dean.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Is that George?
And he's got this down almost to
2K.
the
Is that
drop.
Brown? Oh, that's Brown.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the
George
offensive line. They didn't
Brown.
just gash him there. They blasted
Georgie
a gaping
Jr.
hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Set. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
I hate the lot. I believe it. But he ain't trying to. See that? Oh, they're not giving up on Darren Fox. No 3, Rain.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, I'm not making nothing.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Nah, I'm on, I created my league.
Here we go now.
Me and Christian is the same. I have to carry the Kings to the ring.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Down.
Yeah. It's up, Chris.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I saw.
What?
Yeah.
From the gun, he'll throw.
I got time.
I looked at this. 2nd quarter, 28. Hold up.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards
Yeah,
receiving
when you done, click ready, click advance, and then start your next game.
I'm gonna watch the first half of every game. In terms of like the game, if it's close, then I'm probably gonna go through the whole thing. If it's like how it is now, I'm gonna first half and get it over with.
Don't do fast, but do like normal and click through it so that way if it gets close, we can watch it.
Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Like you understand.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
When you don't, that game, click ready to advance because I already
on the
did.
backfield as he gears up to go again. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more if you're losing in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, do all that, scout quarterbacks and all that if you need to. And then make sure
If you need to, I need to.
Make sure you record your next game because I'm probably going to be watching it.
Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
So if Chris leaves the... Oh, come on.
So the long attempt
Come on, man. So if Chris leaves and I'm not party leader, I'm gonna have a problem.
Shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
I feel like I deserve to be party leader, since I was here first.
On 3rd down, Winston. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch.
4th down.
Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good and agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school.
How can everybody see their transcript? I can't even see mine.
I can't either.
Who's activated?
Now I don't know if I failed or not. Yay.
Bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return.
Nah, I brought it down. I'm gonna cut the
Will
grass.
begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Oh, God.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Come on, man. I need a big play. I need a big play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll
Come
take it
on.
across the 50
Brown.
into New England territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Uh-oh. Party leader me? I'm gonna record some 2K. Oh, it's summertime. I'm not party leader? Oh, say goodbye.
And given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard
I'm
campaign.
gonna record some 2K.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football.
How many people watching the stream
People
more?
throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's
Come on, man. We got stuff down.
Identity for his team.
And that's a
Don't
discussion we had
let
a couple
them
days
get
ago
a
in the team
touchdown.
meetings talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On 1st and 10,
Shut me
Winston.
down, man.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Jackson on first down. And he fires one incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
All right, here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st and 10,
Come on, don't tell me now. There we go.
Throw here, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield.
It's the QB. The whole team
before
fought.
being taken
QB.
down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Chris, I'm asking the same question, bro.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Got a 92 overall wide receiver. Now using him to save your life.
Timeout looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jaguars trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz with a touchdown pass there. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Anthony Miller, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way.
It's
and
Mikey's
I think they're
birthday.
call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will.
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Who's that, George? Is that George? Say goodbye.
Ravens touchdown.
Say goodbye.
Play there. With his second
That was.
touchdown of the game, number 7.
Say goodbye.
Ravens will add on to their lead.
Hold up, bro.
And that run massively increased his production in this game.
Say goodbye.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly.
FaceTime Georgie.
Big time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Making a FaceTime call to Georgie Trumpet.
Sure if they drew that
Trumpet.
play up to score,
Trumpet.
but it
Trumpet.
scored indeed.
God.
Play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tim Williams. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Winston. His throw incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And it
You know a nigga slow and he don't know to switch the speed in Madden.
from the gun, Winston.
Hey, switch the speed.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, but he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A gain of 32 that time.
If a post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Covington. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. Now Jackson. And this one's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now let's look at David Johnson. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Dumping it off for Johnson. Another stiff arm.
Boy, that's effective, isn't it?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Jameis now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Winston now. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Well, there's what we call an even front or an odd front. And an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ready? Black 22.
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3 ready? Black 22 hot.
Right back to him on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Stay in there. 3 down. Ready?
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Off the play fake, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Underneath for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Winston now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Winston looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Winston. Screen play, Johnson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue,
they go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun.
You're not pushing
Across the 50 and into New England territory. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
On third down, Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Again, it's Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now Winston. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready? 125.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Ready? 125.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ready? Black 22.
Play action now. Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Hey, let's get it converted.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 23.
Ready. Blue ready.
Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Johnson jostles free. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots get a score closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. He'll buy some time right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
A second down throw for Winston. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block. But they're helping out, too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
All right, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run with Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Open man right side is Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first down throw for Winston. Looking deep downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Jameis again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Oh, Jameis Winston still down. Must have been shaken up there on the last play. Let's hope he's okay. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught. Gronkowski. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And now here come the Ravens. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Sam Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop the throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go.
And the blitz does come. Wide open receiver, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 47 yards. He'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. And now the spike with 36 seconds left to go. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here comes the Raven offense now. Late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on, as you said. Assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Baltimore, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.